All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. What I'm going to do here today is I'm going to test the helicopter Bell 407 on this Velocity stick by Turtle Beach, Velocity 1 flight stick. I heard that a lot of people have been having issues with Bell 407. I've been flying it with the Bell 407 with this flight stick. It takes some time calibrating it. It takes some time getting used to it. But I think this flight stick will help you with helicopters on Microsoft Flight Simulator, in my honest opinion. So we're somewhere out in Midwest, out there somewhere, not Midwest, I'm sorry, somewhere out there in Idaho or Montana, around there somewhere, middle of nowhere. And we're gonna test to see how well this helicopter and the flight stick Velocity 1 by Turtle Beach is running. Alright, what you're looking at here is my 32-inch BenQ 4K HDR monitor that I had for a long time, but it still does a great job for simulators and a PC in general. Alright, let's do this. Just so slightly, we're gonna pull the lever. Just so slightly. Like this. Just so slightly. You really have to be gentle with this helicopter. Takes a practice, but I'm telling you, using this flight stick, hopefully after this live stream, it will give you a better understanding as to why I recommend that you use this Velocity 1 flight stick. I purposely chose to fly in high altitude mountains to kind of put this helicopter to its pace, you know. As you can see, so far so good, no issues. We can check it out outside.
Salt Lake Center Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407 is type 1 mile south of Charlie Fife Tree, 4,600 feet. Request flight following.
Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407 Salt Lake Center. Squawk 6616.
Squawk 661 6407.
407 radar contact.
Now keep in mind I'm on a PC. Some of you are probably using this
Roger 407.
helicopter on the Xbox. I did try it on the Xbox, and in the beginning I had some issues and problems with it, but once I calibrated my flight stick Velocity 1, and once I adjusted my sensitivity, you know, there's a curvature of sensitivity that you can adjust. It can really help you. can see how I'm rotating the flight stick just so gently. See, as I like to say, it's smooth as a butter. And this Velocity One flight stick, it's about $129, I believe, or 129 quids. But I got it cheaper. I got it for like 120. I got it for 120. It was on sale when I originally got it. And I can't complain. It's probably the best $120 that I spent. But I only use this flight stick for helicopters and jet fighters. When it comes to Cessnas, when it comes to using commercial airliners like Airbus, 320, 319, right? Or Boeing 737 or 767 or 777 or 787, then I use my, TCA Boeing yoke by Thrustmaster. Or I sometimes switch it up and I use my Velocity full flight control deck, also by Turtle Beach, which has the quadrant, the yoke, and bunch of programmable buttons you can use to program for whatever actions that you want to have those buttons be used for on that specific commercial airliner or a Cessna. Hey Cameron, how you doing? It's going good. I'm testing this flight stick with the helicopter Bell 407 because I heard some people have been having issues flying the helicopters on the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm just trying to prove a point that if you have Velocity One flight stick and you calibrate it properly, you're not going to have any issues with the helicopters. This is why I recommend using this flight stick. I figured, let me just do a live stream instead of me just talking about it. Why don't I just show you what I mean? So that's basically what this is about. But also keep in mind that I'm using this on a PC, clearly. Hey, there he is. How you doing, Dominic? How are you? And I purposely chose to go with this mountain range here, somewhere out there in Idaho or Montana, just to show you how smooth it is. No way that I would be able to fly like this with a controller. It's just not possible. I would have crashed by now if I was using my traditional Xbox controller. Oh yes, they have improved. they have improved, but also you got to remember, Cameron, I have a beast. I have a 3090 Ti with a deep learning super sampling maxed out to the quality of ultra, everything set to ultra, in native 4K. So, you know, there's that too. So I have to be honest, you know. But they are improving. They are improving for sure. They are definitely improving. Every update, each update they put out there, it's always an improvement. So yeah, for sure. But this is PC and I'm using a 3090 Ti, so there's that. Not that you don't need 3090 Ti, but it would definitely help rendering all of this. And I also have installed it on the SSD. I have finally installed my flight simulator on the SSD, on the solid state drive. So that also helps with the buffer of loading. And I also have my internet wired directly to my modem, which is right behind me, sitting on a desk. You know, I yesterday I was doing that VR virtual reality, that live stream on the F-22 and all those other aircrafts that I've been using, including a helicopter, in VR. And I was thinking to myself, why would Xbox think that the Xbox owners don't want to have something like this in the VR? Why wouldn't you want Xbox owners to enjoy Flight Simulator in VR? You know what I mean? Why would you deny them that? I'll never understand why Xbox and why Phil Spencer is so hesitant to use virtual reality on the Xbox, to make a virtual reality headset on the Xbox, when clearly they have money to do it. Clearly they have Windows Mixed Reality platform to do it. They have Windows Mixed Reality. That's what I've been using. It's a Windows Mixed Reality, what you saw yesterday. I just don't understand, like, the mindset of this individual, Phil Spencer. Why would you deny Xbox owners to enjoy Flight Simulator in the comfort of their home for a very affordable price, to enjoy flying in VR? While, guess what, Cameron, the creator of the Gran Turismo 7 today said that Gran Turismo 7, quote, on PlayStation VR 2, it's by far, at the moment, the best VR experience that you can ever get. Like, that's a huge statement coming from the creator of the Gran Turismo. And Gran Turismo 7, it's already getting, like, so much praise, even by the Xbox editor-in-chief of the official Xbox magazine, former editor-in-chief of the official Xbox magazine, Ryan McCaffrey. I sent you that video. Even Ryan McCaffrey was, like, blown away with what PlayStation VR 2 is doing. People ask me, what's the big deal with 110-degree field of view? Well, the big deal with 110 field of view, it's like an IMAX inside your VR headset. You're gonna feel that you are totally inside this world. It's gonna be scary, dude. You might even have anxiety. It could be like, whoa, especially if you never tried VR, right? On top of the 110 field of view, there's also high dynamic range with a brand new OLED panel and a 4K resolution with a 90 to 120 hertz refresh rate, plus the haptic feedback on your visors. I mean, oh, nice. Nice. I'll definitely check it out. Gran Turismo 8. Nice. I'm so happy, guys, that I have unlocked all of those cars in Gran Turismo 7. And I'm so happy that Gran Turismo 7 will be free update. Full game. Guys, this is a big deal. I mean, dude, I'm so excited. I can't even talk. I mean, you know how much this means to me, Cameron. The fact that the entire game of Gran Turismo, Cameron, it's in VR, from multiplayer to everything. All of the features that are included in the regular game, it's included in the VR. Everything. You can do everything. It's truly amazing. Hey, what's up, Deacon? How you doing? Well, I'm testing the helicopter Bell 407 with the Velocity 1 flight stick, just to show everybody that if you have this flight stick, you will have a better experience flying a helicopter versus using your controller or your yoke. I'm telling you, Velocity 1, if you properly calibrate the curvature sensitivity on the Velocity 1, I'm telling you, man, this Velocity 1 flight stick, it's the way to go, man. I guess you could say I'm in a hunt for I don't want to use the word hunt. I'm in a sightseeing for Sasquatches. I don't like to use the word hunt. Nobody's gonna be hunting Sasquatches. That's a suicide mission. Even the hunters will tell you. You want to go out there, hunt for Sasquatches, you're not coming back alive home. It's a suicide. Because you're in their territory. But I guess you could say we're doing a Sasquatch sightseeing. Maybe he'll throw a rock and... This is in Montana, I believe. And honestly, I didn't click on Montana purposely. I just clicked wherever there was a sunset and
Salt Lake Center on 128.05. Good day.
128.05 for 407.
because I don't want people
Salt Lake
thinking
Center,
that
Bravo,
I
Echo
have
Lima Lima 4077,300 feet.
I don't want people thinking that I clicked on the Montana because of this whole situation, you know.
407 contact Salt Lake Center on 118.05. Good day.
Oh, this is crazy, man.
118.05 for 407. Salt Lake Center, Bravo, Echo Lima Lima.
We're getting a higher
407,
altitude now here.
7,500 feet.
Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407 Salt Lake Center altimeter 30.27.
Oh, you
Continue
did?
as planned.
I'll check it out later on, Dominic.
407 contact Salt Lake Center on 128.05.
As long as they don't delete it, right? It should be there.
128.05.
Because I know Twitch sometimes
407.
deletes after so many
Salt Lake
days.
Center, Bravo, Echo Lima
They delete
Lima,
the live
407,800
streams.
feet.
Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407 Salt Lake Center altimeter 30.26. Continue. as
Yeah, I
planned.
don't want to talk about it, Steven. But I didn't click on Montana by it wasn't. I didn't know honestly that I clicked on Montana until now, and I just realized, oh my God, I clicked on Montana, and now this whole situation, in Montana with the balloon and all that, balloon. Why is Montana so significant? Well, it's significant because, of those silos that we have, what I mean? And now there's balloon, it's right above those silos, and what the fuck is it doing? I don't know. So, collecting information, whatever. But I honestly, I swear to you, I didn't do it purposely. I just realized that I clicked there, that I'm in Montana. That's where the Yellowstone is, right? Montana? That's where the Kevin Costner is from. I gotta see that video of Resident Evil 4. That's gotta be great. But I'm going south, going to the Utah. I'm gonna be going to Utah. That's why it keeps saying Salt Lake, Salt Lake City, because I'm gonna be approaching to Utah region. I'm slightly moving down to south, so I moved far away from Montana. So technically, right now I am like almost exiting Montana. I'm kind of going down to Utah. Wow, level 500. That's crazy. Level 500. That's insane. You're gonna be like a Master Yoda of Elden Ring. Cameron, you're gonna be like a Master Yoda of Elden Ring, man. You should send those stats, Cameron, to, oh my gosh, should I even mention his name? You should send those stats to Quantum TV. Oh, God. That's pretty good, level 150, man. For a Bloodborne. Bloodborne is very hard. I tried it on the PlayStation 4. I was like, not for me. Dude, that's like some kind of like They must put some kind of crack in that Elden Ring, like Elden Ring crack, you know, or cocaine. They must have put something in that Elden Ring. Elden crack cocaine ring. Yeah, I heard that game is very addictive. Some people are playing it actually on Steam Deck. I played it on the Steam Deck and ran pretty good, man, on the Steam Deck. I think you would enjoy playing it on the Steam Deck, Cameron. Like you could be sitting on a toilet taking a shit, and you could be playing it on the Steam Deck. You could be like in the kitchen or whatever, you know. Steam Deck, listen, man, I gotta dust off my Steam Deck. I gotta check it out, man. I haven't touched my Steam Deck in a long time, dude. There's probably dozens of like updates that I need to check out for Steam Deck. I can only imagine. There's probably tons of updates. Not one single Sasquatch here. Can you believe it? Not one single Sasquatch. I think those Sasquatches are probably hiding in caves. There has to be a bunch of tunnels and caves that they go through, and I think that's where they're probably they're hiding. They're hiding in the caves. And some of these caves, they have these crystals, and these crystals, they create certain energy aura that it's breathable, like a very breathable air. And some of them, they have lakes, yeah, inside the caves. They have lakes and water, a mountain fresh water. So I can easily see Sasquatches living inside caves underground. And they come out, you know, to hunt and collect some stuff. You know, chop some woods, bring it to the cave. This is just me speculating, but yeah. Have I ever tried? Yes, I did. I did, Cameron. I have tried it. It was a long time ago. It was like August last year or something like that. I tried it. Yeah. I remember I was playing the Top Gun original Top Gun song by Righteous Brothers. That loving feeling, you know. You lost that loving feeling. It was like a short little video I did. Yeah, but I did. I even played LSPDFR. I even played... Dude, I used to do podcasts with you guys from Steam Deck. I did a lot of stuff with Steam Deck. Hell, I even used the Shadow on Steam Deck. I did a lot of things with Steam Deck, bro. Steam Deck's a pretty cool device. Look at this river. That looks nice. Oh, you're gonna stream till 2 a.m.? You know what's a really good game? And I think I might play it for you guys maybe tomorrow or the next day. Medal of Honor 2000 and... It was 2010, Medal of Honor. And then Medal of Honor Warfighter 2013. Such a great game. Probably one of the most realistic combat modern combat for veterans. You know, the veterans that fought in Afghanistan, the special units from SEALs that fought in Afghanistan and Iraq. Yeah, great video game. The most underrated game from Electronic Arts. That's when Electronic Arts was Electronic Arts. Do you guys remember that game? If you guys don't remember it, I'll refresh your memory tomorrow just to show you how good it is. And it hasn't aged one single bit. It hasn't aged one single bit. It looks better than most of this crap that they release today. Like, you're gonna puke all over Call of Duty. You're gonna puke. I mean, literally, you're gonna puke all over Call of Duty. Such an underrated military game, dude. Oh my! And they really did a great job honoring the veterans who fought, you know, in 2002, 2003, in Afghanistan and then Iraq and those other places out there. Such a great game. Medal of Honor 2010, and then Medal of Honor Warfighter. I'll do it for you guys. I'll play both games tomorrow. A little treat for you guys tomorrow. I just want to show you how good it is, and it hasn't aged one bit, bro. It's still so great. Even to this day, it's really great. I'll play for you guys tomorrow because I just want you to see, just like, and I don't know why EA canceled it. I don't know why Electronic Arts canceled it. What was the reason for that? Maybe you guys can do some research if you want, find out why that is if you want to. But a lot of people are saying they don't understand why why Medal of Honor and Medal of Honor Warfighter were canceled. Maybe it was too close to home because of the veterans coming home and, you know, PTSD. It was maybe too much for the veterans to, you know, to deal with that, you know. I don't know what the reason was. I don't know. But I know that they canceled that in 2013. After 2013, they canceled it. It depends. It depends, Cameron, who's with me. It really depends. If I got some annoying person, I'll put on a parachute and I'll throw him. I'll throw him from the from the helicopter and pull the parachute, and that's it. And then he can land on the Sasquatch land and let the Sasquatch deal with him. But if I'm with somebody, you know, who is not annoying, who is like, you know, who gets it, like who understands, you know, the meditation and the zen of this, then if the right person was with me, yes. But if I had some bitch, you know, that was just running her mouth constantly and telling me about blah 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 this, blah 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 that, and I put a parachute on her too, pull the parachute and kick her off the helicopter, out of the helicopter, and then let her land on the Sasquatch land, and then Sasquatches can do what they want with her. All right, we're gonna go lower a little bit, check out, see what's up down here. Yes, EA made Medal of Honor. That's right. But developer was a different developer in association with DICE. I forgot the name of developer. You have to go look it up. It was a different developer, a pretty badass developer that created, like, they worked with military very closely. They worked with the SEAL team, all different tiers of SEAL teams. They had military advisors. Everything was done hands-on, the way it should be, realistically. I forgot the name of the company, developer studio that worked on it. Remember, EA is a publisher and of course gives the money, but developers were different. And I forgot the name of developers that worked on the Medal of Honor 2010 and Medal of Honor Warfighter, which was the sequel to the Medal of Honor in 2013. I wish I could remember. Oh, I wouldn't mind having you around on this helicopter as a second officer. For sure. It would be great. Wow, look at these mountains, bro. I guess I can get my helicopter license, huh? After this. I guess I should be able to get my helicopter license. Hey, there's that balloon. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look, you can even see where they cut all the woods here. The satellite imagery, I think, detected where the woods were being. I don't know. It looks like somebody cut the woods here. All the trees were cut. That's a good question. That's the question I should have asked Justin when he was on the podcast. I should have asked him that. Like, what do you do, like, when you got to take a shit and you got these long flights? Let's say you have a hernia, right? You got a big belly, you got a hernia, and you got a problem with your, colon, and you have to constantly take a shit. Let's just say that you had that situation, right? Sorry for those of you who are eating right now. I'm sorry, but it's just, we're talking about medical terms here. And let's say you had to take a shit. That's a good question. That's a really good question, actually. How do you do that? They should create a toilet seat for a pilot, so he can, like, take a shit and unload the shit. But then they would never allow that. They don't want you dropping shit on somebody's roof or somebody's backyard, or the shit landing on top of your head. Or shit hitting your windshield. Oh, God. You don't want the shit hitting your air conditioning unit. Imagine that a pile of shit drops on your air conditioning unit, and all of a sudden all that shit smell goes into your AC ventilation inside a house, and the entire house smells of shit. I don't know, man. That's a pretty good question, though. I wish that I have asked Justin that. This would be a great question for a pilot, a commercial pilot. Well, actually, you don't want to ask a commercial pilot that, because commercial pilots, they have a two pilots, and one of them can, once they are on the autopilot, one of them can go to the toilet. They have toilets in commercial airplanes. I'm sorry, forget the commercial airplanes. We're not talking about commercial airplanes. We're talking about Cessna airplanes, helicopters, jet fighters. I guess you just got to take a shit, I guess, in your pants. I guess that's it. I guess. So yeah, this doesn't concern commercial pilots, because on a big Airbuses and Boeings, 787s and 777s and 767s, they have obviously the toilet you can go to, and you got a co-pilot, and you have an autopilot, so he can go take a shit or take a piss. But if you are like flying this helicopter, or if you are on a Cessna plane or a jet fighter, I guess you have to take a shit and piss in your pants. I guess that's it. It's gonna be embarrassing, but it is what it is. You would bring 5 gallons of bucket on the plane. Shit in the bucket while the plane is on autopilot. Well, there you go. You can do that. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad idea. Yeah. Not a bad idea at all. Well, it's some beautiful sightseeing over here, man. We should fly these helicopters to like Las Vegas, bro. We should go to Las Vegas. But technically, you could do that, actually, Cameron. You can put it on autopilot, and you can take a shit in the bucket, and take a piss in a bottle. So technically, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure some pilots have done it. I'm pretty sure they have done it. I'm pretty sure a lot of pilots have done it. I'm 100% confident that they have done it. Oh my God. Hey, how about that meme? Remember that meme where a skydiver was holding a sign next to the passenger window, and the sign says, "Just letting you know, I'm your pilot. Remember that meme? Just letting you know I'm your pilot and no one else is flying the plane. Remember that meme? Oh my god. That shit was classic. I mean, it was photoshopped. It was photoshopped, obviously. It's not real. But it was hilarious. Well, that's why we need you, Dominic. If you were there, you probably tell him, all right, no problem. I'll take over. Dominic would take over, no problem, dude. If you have Dominic on an airplane, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't worry about anything. I was like, hey, Dominic is on the plane. We were good. We were good. Once he gets in touch with ATC, I know that Dominic is gonna take care of everything. I'm not sweating it one bit. That's why you need Dominic with you. Oh yeah. I've seen how professional you are, man. Talking to the ATC, giving the call signs, and reading the coordinations and following the procedures and protocols and all that, dude. I've seen how professional you are. Trust me, Cameron. Dominic is the pilot, bro. Like, he's gonna be the pilot, 100%, man. $100%, Cameron. He would be, I would say, overqualified. He's like perfect. Dominic has passion for flying, dude. He loves airplanes. He feels comfortable with the airplanes. He loves airplanes. He loves aviation. Yeah. I guess it's true what John Travolta said. Somebody asked him, like, isn't this boring to you? Somebody asked him, like, flying like this, long distance. And John Travolta tried to explain to this journalist, this is something I love. It's in my blood. I said, yes, I love acting too. He's been a pretty good actor, I would say. Past 3-4 decades, a successful actor, obviously, but he says he used his acting to do what he loves, and that's flying, to be a pilot. You could say he's a commercial pilot, because he could easily be a commercial pilot, 100%. He probably even has that license. I'm pretty sure he has that license. So he says it's in the blood. He says, he says it's strange for you to understand. He said to the journalist, it might be strange for you to understand, but that's why, everyone's different, strokes for different folks, if you love something, that's it, bro. It's in your blood. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And you're going to be successful. You're going to be very successful. You're never going to be successful at a job that you don't like and you have no passion for it. Because you're like, oh, I'm just doing this to make money, right? Those are the worst. That's why people are so unhappy, dude. Because they're working the jobs they don't like. Even though the job might be paying pretty good money, and they pay the bills, they pay the mortgages and car payments, etc., all the credit debt that they have to pay off to the bank, to the loan that they have, all that debt that they have. so they don't file bankruptcy, obviously. um, but they probably hate their job. Like, they're not happy. They hate their job. They hate going to show up to work. And that's the worst torture, dude. I think is when you are working a job you freaking hate, because that's not your passion. That's not something you wanted, and this other thing you wanted to do never happened for whatever reason, right? The career that you originally wanted never happened, and you ended up working at some boring ass firm or law firm or financial firm or whatever the fuck, boring ass selling insurance type of a business job or what have you. And I think that's the worst torture, and that's why people are stressed, unhappy, agitated, because you're not living your passion, and that's why people are so miserable, because they're working the jobs they freaking hate just so they can pay the bills, so they can survive. And that's the biggest tragedy of human society, is that we have to work these shitty ass jobs or whatever, these jobs we don't like, just so we can survive. And the true passion that they have, that every and each individual has, whether it be making a music, making a short film, video, playing sports, that never happened, and they're stuck working the job they hate. Now, there's cases where some people get lucky and they get to live out their dreams, they get to work the job they love, but that's a small percentage. That's a few in between. Majority of people out there, they're working the jobs they hate, just so they can support themselves and families that they have. It's kind of like, it's really tragic, honestly. Oh, bro, that's pretty cool, man. So shipping and you work at the shipping and receiving, right? But you love doing forklifts. You see? But as long as you love it, that's the thing, man. As long as you're working the job you love, that's the most important thing. I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I always wanted to do something with art. To be a filmmaker, photographer, I always wanted to tell a story. I have these visions of telling a story and creating something, out of this world, or telling a story that hasn't been told, or something that I have in my mind, creativity juices of creating art. I always wanted to do that. And when I was younger, I tried to pursue it, but it didn't work out. Even though I have a diploma from the Art Institute for film school, but still, it was so difficult to. I tried, man. I knocked on all the doors, bro. I showed my portfolios and everything, and it never happened. For some people it happens. For some people, they get lucky, I guess. I don't know, but that's far in between. I think majority of people out there are working the jobs they don't like, and they are probably a good paying jobs too. Because I met some people, like lawyers, and I was like, dude, you're a lawyer, you're an attorney. life must be good. And he says, nope, I hate being a lawyer. I said, really, why? He said he wanted to be a park ranger, but I guess he had a problem with his knee, and he couldn't, I guess, pass the test or whatever because of his knee. He had a titanium in his knee, and you have to be like, from what he told me, you have to be very flexible as a park ranger, because you're going to do a lot of walking and driving, but especially a lot of walking going through these mountain trails, And he says he wanted to be a park ranger, but he's a lawyer, like a traffic ticket lawyer, like he deals with minor accidents, traffic, tickets, stuff like that. He says he wanted to be a, park ranger. I met doctors, and they said they became a doctor because their parents wanted them to be a doctor because their parents are doctors and they had to be doctors too. And they became a doctor, but originally they wanted to do something else, so. Let's go to Las Vegas, though. Hold on. Let me go to Las Vegas. Yeah. So, my whole point is, if you're doing something you love, you're always gonna be happy. Like, for example, Christopher Nolan, it's always gonna be happy, and he's got enough money to retire. The guy already made billions of dollars with all of his movies. Same thing with Steven Spielberg. He doesn't have to make movies. He's got money. He's set for life, right? You look at James Cameron. James Cameron has money. He doesn't need money, dude. He's set for life. But see, they're happy. When you are happy because you're doing something you love, you'll never work ever in your entire life because you're doing something you love. That's where the happiness comes from. Happiness comes from, in my opinion, when you are doing something you have a passion for. If you're doing something you have a passion for, then you'll never work your entire life, because the money's never going to be an issue because you're doing something you love, and the money is just an extra bonus. Look at James Hetfield, the guy from Metallica. He's old, but he's still touring. He's still playing with his band. He's touring, going around the country and other places around the world, and he's still touring and he's still playing. The Metallica, he's still there, even though he's old, but he's still doing it, and he doesn't have to do it. Like James Hetfield made enough money with Metallica. He doesn't have to do it. But he's doing it because he loves it. That's his passion, And same thing with David Bowie before he passed away from cancer. He didn't have to make those albums. He could have retired in late 90s, but he continued to make music because that's what he loves. That's his passion. Same thing with Paul McCartney from Beatles. He could have retired in the 80s. He could have retired and lived like a king. But guess what? He's doing what he loves. He loves music. Paul McCartney, right? So that's the way I look at it. Look at Depeche Mode, right? And the lead singer, David, right? David, right? he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to make the albums. He doesn't have to go to these tours and go to concerts and do these concerts, but he does it because he loves doing what he's been doing his entire life, and that's why these individuals are happy, because now some of them, I don't know, like I know people are going to say, but what about the guy from Lincoln Park? What about Chris Cornell? That I don't know. I don't know what happened there, dude. I can't. That's a mystery to me. And, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. When was the last time I flew the 737-600? Actually, I did it yesterday, but I didn't stream it. But I did it yesterday a little bit on a virtual reality. I was testing it out on virtual reality, PMDG, and I was pleasantly surprised as to how detailed the cockpit is in the VR. Man, I can't wait for you to really try, Dominic, to try Flight Simulator on VR. Once you try it in VR, I'm telling you, you're never going to go back to your monitor. I'm just telling you right now. You're going to say, oh my God, this is it. I'm inside a cockpit. This is it. I can touch every button. I can do this, and that, overhead buttons. You're going to like, oh, this is great. I think virtual reality, it's really made for simulators, big time. If you're somebody who's into simulators in general, I know having these triple monitors is pretty cool. I know having these ultra wide monitors. I have one, 50-inch ultra wide by Samsung. It's pretty cool. When you put a Tobii eye tracker and all that, it's awesome. No complaint. But when you put on that VR headset, it's a whole different ball game. Same thing happened to me with the Formula One 22. When I put on the VR headset to play Formula One 22, I was blown away, dude. I was like, oh my God. Like, you can feel that anxiety of speed. It's like, whoa. So, but you have to you have to try it yourself. I can talk about it forever. I could write books about it forever. But until you put on that headset yourself, then you'll understand. Oh my God. Oh yeah, Cameron. Not only am I gonna stream it, but I'm gonna unbox it first. It's gonna be a detailed unboxing in 4K. Everything. Unboxing part 1, and then setup part 2, and then we're gonna do live streams after that. We're gonna do a bunch of live streams. We're gonna test out Gran Turismo. That's gonna be the first thing I test. And then I'm gonna do some videos of 4K HDR capture. I'm gonna capture 4K HDR videos, and I'm gonna upload them so you guys can see like how detailed the VR is. And then I'm gonna do the live stream so you guys can ask me questions and ask me anything regarding PlayStation VR 2. Like, what this button is for, how much can you adjust the headset, what's it like with the field of view. Does it feel like an IMAX, like you're like really in it? All of these things. What's the adaptive triggers feel like? What's the dual sense feels like on your visors, or on your VR headset? All of these things, man. I'm gonna try to go through and analyze every single aspect of the PlayStation VR 2. It's gonna be great, man. There's going to be a lot of VR content. Heck, I might even become a PlayStation VR 2 channel, dude. Yeah, go ahead, Cameron. Go ahead and ask. Would you mind typing it in? Because I would have to, like, go grab my phone and then bring it here, and then, it's just too much of a hassle for me right now to go through it and to listen to it. But if you wouldn't mind just typing it in. Oh, you mean the Tobii eye tracker? Yeah, the eye tracking. Well, even that's included. They even have a Tobii eye tracker built inside this headset. That means that your eyes will be able to pinpoint exactly on an instrument, right? Exactly on the instrument. You'll be able to pinpoint, like in real life, and focus on that instrument. Inside an airplane, or inside a car, or inside some sort of a military vehicle. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, here's the question. Thank you, Cameron. I appreciate it. What happens with PlayStation VR 2 with people who wear glasses? I heard some people are wondering if the glasses will throw off the PlayStation VR 2 eye tracker, since the glasses will have a light reflection of them. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure Sony have thought about that. I'm pretty sure they worked on that, because that wasn't an issue for PlayStation VR 1. People who have subscription glasses, they were able to adjust it. And it seems to work just fine. And I'm pretty sure that Sony have thought about that. I'm pretty sure they looked into that and they have tested it. But that's a good question. That's a good question. But I'm assuming that they have probably looked into that and tried to see if they can lower that glare. That glare. But guess what? This is OLED technology. OLED technology will have less of that glare. It's a brand new OLED panel with a 4K resolution and high dynamic range. And there's you can adjust the lenses left and right, you know, the ratio between the left and right, between your eyes. You have that adjustment as well. And you have that focus, you know, that eye tracking focus that's going to also help you get a better focus on it. But we'll see. I mean, that's a good, fair question for people who wear glasses. But I'm thinking they probably have thought about that with people who have subscription glasses from the doctors. And is there going to be a glare issue and problem with it? How is that going to work? But from what I understand, the VR headset, it's deep enough where your glasses will fit in. And you can also adjust the cover on your VR headset. You can take it apart, put the bigger one, so it can fit better for your glasses. You know, you can take off that cover that covers your left and right eye. You can take that off and put the bigger one if you want. So that's also something you can do. Without glasses, I can only see 40p. Trust me, Cameron, once you get the PlayStation VR 2, you're gonna be blown away, man. You're gonna be an instant lover. Trust me. You're gonna be an instant lover of PlayStation VR 2. You know, until you try something, you know, you don't know. But I'm telling you, man, you're gonna love it. I think you should get it, man, honestly. I know it's a little bit more expensive in Canada, but I think you will appreciate it, man, for what it can do. And it's not just video games, there's other things that you'll be able to do with that PlayStation VR 2. Its main purpose is obviously the video games, but there's other things that you'll be able to do with the PlayStation VR 2. You know.
Squawk 4-tree 47407.
407 radar command 5 miles northeast of Las Vegas, 2,700 feet. Cleared through the
I'm just gonna go inside the Best Buy and get it.
navigation.
I'm gonna do exactly what you told me to do.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Because you're the prophet.
407.
Somehow you knew it. I'm gonna go inside the Best Buy, see if they have it, which I'm sure they will have it, and buy it from there. Because I don't want to order it, because you have to sign it. You know, there's a signature crap, and I might not be home. You know what I mean? And I hate that crap. Like, you know, if they delivered me a package, I gotta be here. I have to be tied up at home waiting for a package to arrive, and you have to sign it. That's why I don't like buying it from PlayStation, you know, website, because you have to sign the damn package, and I have nobody to sign my package. You know, and I'm busy, you know, with my schedule and everything. So I'm gonna just go inside a store, see if Best Buy has it. If they don't, I'll go to Target. If Target doesn't have it, I'll go to Walmart. And if Walmart doesn't have it, well then, the hell with it. I'll just go to PlayStation and get it from there. That'll be like my last resort. But I think I should be able to get it. I shouldn't have any issues walking into a Best Buy when they open 10 o'clock in the morning, because not many people have PlayStation 5 still. Believe it or not, PlayStation 5 is still hard to find. Believe it or not. And not many people have a PlayStation 5, so I think I should be able to get one. I'm super confident that I should be able to get one. But look, if it doesn't work out, there's a plan B, there's a plan C, And the plan D, it's the last resort. I'm gonna go to PlayStation Store and get it from there. And I'll sign the damn package with a signature. I don't know why I have to sign it. It's so ridiculous. No, I don't think I'm gonna have to go through StockX this time. Trust me, I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of them available. Um, PlayStation 5 Pro, yes. PlayStation 6, yes. But PlayStation VR 2, trust me. I'm not saying it's gonna be super easy to get PlayStation VR 2, but it's gonna be easier. Unless everybody in my town has a PlayStation 5, and then I'm totally fucked. If everyone in my town has PlayStation 5, then I'm totally screwed. But that's okay. I can always go to PlayStation Store and get it from there. I just have to sign the package. You know, that's the one thing I don't like. You know, I have to sign the package, because if you don't sign the package, then you gotta go to their warehouse and whatever. You know. And you have to pick it up from their warehouse. You know, UPS warehouse or whatever. You know, FedEx warehouse or. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it. Honestly, I think you were right the first time. Honestly, I think you were so right. It's going to play out exactly the way you said it. I'll be able to walk into a Best Buy and I'll be able to say it. I don't know, but you're a prophet, bro. You're like a Cameron prophet. Oh, look, there's a Bigelow. There's a Bigelow facility. Wow, there it is, Bigelow facility. Holy shit. Oh, he probably has it, Cameron. He probably has it right now. Jim Ryan sent it to him early. Like, here you go. Here you go, Philly. Here you go, Philly. Here you go, Philly boy. I know you've been very sad lately, Philly boy. Don't be sad, Philly boy. Papa Jimmy Ryan got you PlayStation VR 2. I know how much you love driving your cars. You're a cars lover. And I know how much you love Gran Turismo. So here's the copy of Gran Turismo 7 and here's the PlayStation VR 2. And we're giving you a prototype. We are giving you a prototype before anyone else. He probably played PlayStation VR 2, man, during Christmas. Most likely, dude. Oh, he's definitely playing it, for sure, dude. You know Jim Ryan sent it to him. Come on, man. He sent it to him a long time ago. Hey, did you hear, guys? Phil Spencer said that PlayStation has far better exclusives and better quality than the Xbox, and he admitted. And he also said that he loves The Last of Us TV show. He congratulated Sony on the Last of Us HBO TV show. Like, how embarrassing this is for the Xbox fanboys that their own CEO that they praise, Phil Spencer, it's licking Sony's hairy ass and hairy balls. I think pretty soon he might be sucking a Sony cock pretty soon. How pathetic is that, bro? That this guy is admitting that, yes, I suck, the Xbox sucks, and Sony's the greatest. And yet this guy is throwing 70 billion here, 30 billion there, and he can't even make one proper exclusive Xbox game. Even Stevie Wonder could see Sony has better exclusives. Well, hold on a second, camera. What about the Redfields, May 2nd, 2023? Redfields, man, come on. It's a pretty big deal, bro. When I saw the Redfields, I was like, why even bother with Spider-Man? Why even bother with Wolverine? Why even bother with PlayStation VR 2? When I saw the Redfields, I was like, I almost forgot about The Last of Us. Like, why did I even play The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2? When I look at the Redfields, everything just looks red alert, red flags everywhere. Red flags everywhere on the Redfields. Oh my God. Redfields. That's all they have is Redfields. Come on. So is there anything else besides the Redfields this summer? Only on Xbox and the PC. Excuse me. Only on. Listen, they shouldn't even say only on. They should say kind of exclusive. Only on kind of exclusive Xbox. But if you have a Game Pass, don't worry. If you have a PC, you don't need to buy it. Listen. Okay, let's look at me, for example. I have a 3090 Ti, which is far more powerful than the Xbox Series X, right? And the PC is far more superior than the Xbox, of course. So, if I can play every single Game Pass Xbox so-called exclusive on my PC, well, what's the point of Xbox Series X and Series S? It defeats the purpose. Honestly, it defeats the purpose of these consoles. Like, what is the point of these consoles, dude? I don't understand what exactly is the point of these consoles. No, really, think about it. I mean, honestly. Hell, I can sign up for Shadow. Check this out. I can sign up for Shadow right now, and I can use Shadow to play the Game Pass Xbox games on Shadow. I mean, hello? Anybody home? Can somebody please explain to me what is the purpose of owning an Xbox console? Unless you have Xbox friends who have Xbox console and you guys are all on the Xbox and that's where your friends are and that's where you guys hang out, and okay, fine. I understand that. But if you got a pretty good PC, man, you don't need that console's pointless. It's useless, dude. It is useless. Wow, look at this. Look at this right here. unless you have friends, like bunch of friends on the Xbox, like let's say you have like a 400 friends of Xbox fanboys, and they're all there, then yeah, okay, fine, you know. But if you have a PC, you're good, man. It defeats the purpose. That is just useless, bro. It's just useless. At this point, it's useless, dude. Like, I listen, I can't, let me tell you right now, I can't think of any reason. If you have a PC, why would you bother purchasing Xbox Series X over a PlayStation 5? I don't see any reasons why would you want to purchase Series X or Series S if you have a PC. Here I am on a PC right here, drinking my Coca-Cola, you know, Coca-Cola Zero. Here I am. Why would I want to turn on my Xbox? Here's a even better reason. Why would I play Flight Simulator on the Xbox when I can put on my VR headset and I can enjoy Flight Simulator with VR? I can turn on my Spotify, listen to my favorite tracks, my favorite music. So why would I bother? Why? Oh, I remember why. I can use it as an ashtray, but the problem is I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. A cooler? I can use it as a cooler? Okay. I can use it as a cooler. Yeah. So I can put my Coca-Cola right here. Oh man, there's so many games on a PlayStation Premium Plus. Siphon Filter 2, PS2 games. They got a bunch of PS3 games on there as well, dude. It's just I don't have time to play it, man. But when I do have time, I do play it. Believe me. I played Siphon Filter 2. What else I played? Fanavision. I played Fantavision. I played Dark Cloud 1 and 2. Bunch of stuff, dude. You know what's really sad what happened to the Xbox? Because it used to be a great console, man. Xbox was pretty good back in 2001. Xbox 360 was their best console, dude. People would buy a 360 even after it had a red ring of death. People would still buy it because it was so good. It was a true competitor to PlayStation 3 back then. In 2008, 2009, all the way through 2010. It was a true competitor to Sony. Sony was worried, believe me. In 2008, 2009, Sony was worried. They were a little bit worried with the PlayStation 3. And then they slimmed it down. They made a PlayStation 3 Slim. And that's when they changed everything with the Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. And then we had, Metal Gear, Guns of the Patriots came out after that, 2008. We had a bunch of other games, and of course 2013 we had summer of 2013 The Last of Us. But until until then, 2008, 2007, 2006, 2009, 2010. Xbox Series, I mean Xbox 360 was a true competitor to PlayStation 3. That's a fact.
1200.
And then
Frequency
you
change
look at
approved
2013,
407.
it's like a downfall.
Approach
It all
Bravo, Echo
started
Lima Lima
with
407,
this
type
whole
16 miles east of
Connect,
Indian Springs,
bullshit,
3,900
connect
feet.
this, connect that,
Request flight following.
talk to my console, use my hands
Bravo Echo Lima Lima
in the air,
407 approach. Squawk 0203.
Yeah.
Squawk 020 407.
Nobody wanted Connect, even in 2010. Nobody gave a shit about Connect. And Microsoft never listened to us.
Roger
We
407.
never wanted a Kinect. We didn't want it in 2010, and we sure as hell didn't want it with the Xbox One in 2013. But they shoved it in there anyway, and they jacked up the price. And on top of that, all of this, you can't share your game. You have to be always online. What is this? DVR, VCR, TiVo, records your, football games. What is this? DirecTV? What the fuck, dude? Dish Network? Like what? Comcast? Like, dude, in 2013, Microsoft just, dude, a total 360, bro.
124.625
From
for
360,
407.
they went to like
Los Angeles Center, Bravo, Echo Lima Lima
180, bro.
4,700
From
feet.
360, they went to 180. They
Bravo
went
Echo
backwards.
Lima Lima 407, Los Angeles, center altimeter 30.19,
Like,
continue as planned.
But the reason it failed, and it's not just me saying this, but this is a fact. The reason Xbox has failed in 2013, it's because they didn't listen. They didn't listen to us. A hand that feeds you, okay? A gamers, Xbox owners, they didn't listen to us. If they had listened to us, I think they would be in a far better position now, but they never did listen to us. That's the thing about Microsoft. This is what, man, he was great. The founder of Apple, what's his name? Steve Jobs said to Bill Gates in one of the interviews in 2006 or 2007. I think it was 2006. I think it was 2006. Before he passed away, he did an interview. It was him and Bill Gates, and there was an interview. A gentleman and a lady, they were interviewing Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs said to Bill, you never wanted to take a risk. And it says, that's why you're always a few steps behind. And I'm always a few steps above you. When it came to the iPhone, you didn't want to take that risk. And you could have created the iPhone, but you didn't want to take the risk. While Steve Jobs was willing to take a risk. And if you don't break an egg, how are you going to make an omelet, And that's the problem with Microsoft. They want to do what they want to do. They want to play it safe, and look where it gotten them, playing it safe. Playing it safe. Look where it got you. It got you nowhere. You're in some kind of a twilight zone right now, Xbox and Microsoft. In a twilight zone right now. You already laid off 10,000 people. 10,000 people have been fired. Bunch of people leaving the studios. Developers are leaving. They're going to the PlayStation, Nintendo, and other places, Steam. to work for Epic and Steam and other places. Like, that's, Steve Jobs was right. That's the problem. They want to play it safe, and they don't want to take any risks. Hey, Holly, how you doing? And this is why Steve Jobs was very successful. The guy was a true pioneer, man. I respected Steve Jobs because he stuck with his beliefs in what he wanted to do, and he wasn't afraid of failure. I think one time he said, "Failure is good. From failure, you can learn a lot about yourself and about what to do next." Failure is very important. But the problem with Microsoft, problem with the Xbox never learns from their failure. As a matter of fact, they only multiply their failure by 2 times more. Each time they fail, they just amplify that failure by 2 times more. So they never learn, honestly. And they have a pretty good track record of that since 2013, dude. Since 2013. I know. I don't even know what they're about, man. They're like a service now. They're just like a service. Putting quantity of games. I don't care about the quantities. I care about the good qualities. I mean, even EA Play Pro has better lineup of video games than Game Pass. Honestly, even EA Play Pro has better lineup of video games than Game Pass. Game Pass. Phil Spencer thinks if I have a huge number of quantities of games, that maybe I'll succeed. No, dude. I don't care about these small little indie, mobile games. I don't care about the mobile games. I can play those on my phone for free. Okay? I can play it on a calculator, all right? I don't need a calculator type games, dude. And that's what he's doing, putting these 2-point campuses and whatever, Candy Crush or whatever the hell, learn how to park. What was that parking game? Learn how to park. Who knows what he would have done? He would have probably advanced to the next level. I think he would have probably have the phone on your as a glasses. You would wear a phone as a glasses, basically, like a very lightweight glasses. You wouldn't even realize you have them on, and that's where your phone would be. You would use your eyes to answer it, to close the phone. Everything would be done with your eyes or your voice, synchronized with your eyes and your voice. Who knows, man? It would be just out of this world. The stuff that he would probably invent would be out of this world, man. The guy was a genius. Beyond any doubt, man. He was a genius, man. And he still is, in my mind, a true pioneer of at least my generation. Bill Gates is just a software guy, you know, a DOS software guy. That's what he is. He's just a DOS software guy. I never really think much of him, you know, to be honest with you. Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can play it on a calculator. Shit. I could play those games on my Nokia. Shit. I can pull out my old Nokia. I can probably play it. Shit, even on my beeper. I can play those Toon Point Campus games on my beeper. One of those old ass beepers I have somewhere in the storage, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the cockroaches have laid eggs on that beeper. I'm sure there's a huge family of roaches inside of it, but nonetheless, I can still, you know, play the 2 Point Campus on my beeper from 1999 or 1998.
Los Angeles Center Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407 is type 2 miles west of Indian Springs, 3,200 feet. Request flight following.
Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407.
Bill Gates is
Los
just
Angeles Center.
Bill Gates.
Squawk 7462.
At
Squawk
Microsoft,
74624007.
we like to make it more accessible
407 radar contact.
to
2 miles west
our
of Indian Springs, 3,500 feet.
altimeter
tree 0.
Hold on a second. Let me take a sip of this
Roger 407.
Coca-Cola Zero. We here at Microsoft believe at the ecosystem. If you're part of our Microsoft ecosystem, I think you will have a better experience. He talks like that or something like that. I don't know. I gotta watch more videos of Papa Gates, you know. I like how Anderson Cooper asked him, but sir, you talk about for others to buy these expensive electrical cars that they can't afford, but sir, you yourself have private jets and you're constantly flying with these private jets. Oh, it's been well documented that yes, I have private jets, but I also have installed solar energy on my home in Seattle next to the lake, and I believe this is why I was divorced. I don't Gotta go to work? Alright, Dominic, thank you, man. Have fun at work, man. Oh, Microsoft Edge, I can't stand that shit. You know how annoying it is when you click on Microsoft Edge, right? And you always see all these breaking news. Breaking news, you know. The guy walked into a Wendy's and he took a shit on the salad, or the guy walked into, I don't know, a barber shop and he said he wants to shave his pubic hair, or I don't care about these small little news bits. I don't care. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. I'm not interested. I'm not interested about what's going on in every corner of this planet with 8.4 billion people in it. Of course, there's always going to be something going on every second of every minute. I hate that shit on Microsoft Edge. Constantly, you know, it's like in your face as soon as you click that browser. Information being flooded with all this information. Almost like spams. Being spammed with all the information, you know. And then you got, you know, their favorite sponsor, The Sun, you know. God, the most trusted journalism, The Sun, right? God, it's like a fantasy world. More like a, not journalism, more like a fantasy world of journalism. God. Ugh. You click on The Sun. Yeah, you click on that, you know, tabloids of The Sun, and their articles are always grim and doom and gloom. The world's gonna end, you know. Aliens are coming in. They're gonna wipe us out. In this year, the time traveler says that, you know, in 2050 there won't be anything left. Everything's gonna be flooded. Ice Age is coming, 2050. You know what? Okay, why can't these time travelers tell me the lottery number? All right. Please tell me why did you skip the lottery number, dude? I wouldn't have skipped the lottery number. If you went up to the future, the first thing I would look for is the lottery number. Yes, that'd be the first thing I would fucking look for. The lottery number. And then I go back to the past and get the lottery number. God, the worst journalism is from the Sun. Those are the worst magazine editors of the newspapers, The Sun. The worst blog ever, dude. You know what I'm talking about, Deacon, right? The Sun? Oh, God. The worst. How about a Daily Mail? Oh, God. Daily Mail. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. God. Today on Daily Mail, an elderly man found a new love. And this new love, it's an entity from another universe. But you cannot see this entity because he says that only he can see it. Only he's allowed to see it because he loves it. I tell young people my generation had their own problems and we solved it. When my generation dies, you guys better figure shit out or else you're doomed. I think they're already doomed. I mean, let's be honest. I think this generation is already doomed. Cameron, I think this generation it's already there, dude. I mean, they're already doomed, man. There's no. This Titanic ship has been doomed long time ago. It is what it is. Am I at the Area 51 or Area 53? Is this Area 52? No, this is Area 53. Let's stop by over here by Area 53. Say hello to aliens. I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I just know there's a bunch of wizards flying on a broomstick. This generation is just obsessed with being classed male or female. Oh yeah. You mean he, she, or she, he? Or he, she, they, me. He, they, him, her. They, him, her, she, me. Me, he, she, he. They, them. Okay? It's very complex, you know. I just know that I'm me, you know, but that's it. I'm just me. But they are they, you know. Them is them. It is it. I'm me. Me is me. I think I would get along with what's his name? My God, I used to watch him on Good Morning Britain. I used to watch him a lot, and I'm so glad that he quit, that he left. I respect him so much for quitting, just like he quit CNN. It's like, yeah, dude, he's a great guy, man. I like him. What's his name? My God, why am I keep forgetting his name? You guys know what I'm talking about, man. Help me out here. Before my Alzheimer's gets worse. When you die, the morgue doesn't say, yeah. They only say, yeah. I hear you. But that's alien. I don't know. I mean, you don't know. I mean, anything's possible. You know. I keep an open mind. Anything's possible. People are born with two heads, you know. One might grow a dick on the forehead. You never know. I mean, you know, what do I know? I didn't create this universe. I didn't create this world. I mean, fair question. I mean, fair statement there, Anthony. Oh, okay. Touche. Never know. I just like to leave open mind for everything, you know. Because I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I never will have. Nobody's going to have all the answers. I don't know. Some people are born with, you know, side effects and different things. But I understand what Cameron is saying. He's saying that, you know, they will identify you as a male and a female. So, you know, this male died of this female died of that, you know. But if you were born with a dick and a pussy, wow, dude, imagine that. Being born with a dick and a pussy and tits. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. Who knows? Maybe there's a benefit in that thing. I told someone identify as your God, and they couldn't tell me otherwise because they were afraid of being canceled. That's fear. People live in fear. That's a negative energy. The best way to live is to live with an open mind. You know, I talk about Sasquatches, and of course I haven't seen a Sasquatch, you know. But then again, you know, when was the last time I went hiking in British Columbia, middle of nowhere, right? Or middle of nowhere in Alaska, right? So what do I know? I like to keep an open mind. I've seen stuff. I've seen some weird shit. You know, I've seen stuff I can't explain. You know, I've seen shadowy people move around from one room to another room. And I'm like, okay, just please don't fuck me in the ass while I'm sleeping. Just do what you got to do. But I also like to stick with basics of science. You know, yes, I have an open mind, but don't let that fool you. I also like to stick with the basics of science, laws of physics, right? Basics of science. But I also like to keep an open mind of other things, you know, that will not jive in with the science, because the science has a set of rules that says, well, according to our science and the laws of the science, that cannot be possible. So, but that's okay. That's fine. You know, science is science, and I follow the science of basics of science, and I agree with the basics of science, right? Laws of physics, you know, splitting the atom and all that stuff, you know. But I have my open mind on other things, you know what I mean? So. And I think it's important to have an open mind. But at the same time, understand the basic knowledge of science. Sure, that's important as well. You know, without oxygen, you're gonna die. You need oxygen, right? Without water, you're gonna die. So basic scientific, you know, knowledge you need to imply, right? So we have to keep that always there as a standard, basic standard, right? But I have my mind open on other things, you know. Like I said, I've seen things I can't explain. I've seen those shadowy figures move from one bedroom to another bedroom, and I'm like, okay, fuck it, you know. Let me go back to sleep, whatever. Just don't fuck me in the ass, right? I've seen stuff in the sky I can't explain. I've seen stuff on the ocean I can't explain. I've seen some weird shit, you know. I've seen stuff move, you know. I've seen a chair move. I've seen things, you know. I've seen closet open and close, you know. I've seen my watch that I have sit on the table for a few seconds. I turned my head and I looked at it and it's gone. And then I go to the bathroom and it's there in the bathroom. Why was it in the bathroom? I don't know. I mean, there's some stuff I can't explain. You know? But that's called an open mind. You know? That other possibilities beyond our scientific basic knowledge. There's a basic scientific knowledge, and then there's an other realm of other possibilities that we obviously are not familiar with what that is. We haven't yet discovered that. You know what I mean? Like, look at this right here, middle of Nevada. I don't know what's underneath these mountains. I don't know what lives underneath. What kind of, you know, creatures might be living underneath here. This is 300 miles of empty desert and mountains. I don't know what's in here. It could be anything. Especially at night. You don't know what's in here. What's underneath in these caves. There's probably some caves underground. Or probably some tunnels underground. You don't know. Some nocturnal creatures might be living there that we don't know about. Who the fuck knows, right? But again, to keep an open mind is good. I'm not saying this to scare people. I'm not saying this to get some, attention, to have people click on my algorithm, I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm simply saying I like to keep an open mind. I believe in facts. Facts are very important. Scientific proof, facts are definitely important. But at the same time, if you don't have an open mind, then you're never gonna advance. That's why Nikola Tesla advanced so well, because he had an open mind. He understood the light of frequency. The frequency has a big impact on us, on our planet, on our spirit, on our physical realm. The frequencies. Frequencies of light, sound, everything's measured in frequencies. Even below the 10 hertz, there's frequencies that we cannot hear, but we can measure them. But they're there. There's frequencies that might be adjacent to a different type of energies that we're not aware that these energies exist. So that's, he talked about these frequencies back in 1930s, late 1930s. He talked about, before he passed away, he talked about the frequencies. Nikola Tesla was one of the most innovative 20th century innovators of our time, man. Honestly, Nikola Tesla, I think, knew probably more and probably hidden a lot of those patents from public eye because he knew that we would use it for destructive purposes. We wouldn't use it for a love or for a positive, ways. And guess who got those patents, those blueprints? Guess who got it? Well, I'll let you guys guess that. He had a total of 300 patents that blueprints that he was working on, but he didn't want to put it out there for public eye because he felt people are not ready and it's too dangerous. FBI, federal government in New York, in that building, in that apartment that he passed away with a pigeon. He had a love. He had a pigeon. That was his love, pigeon. He loved pigeons. And he died poor, broke, penniless, and he gave us the energy today. He gave us the internet. All of this that you see came from him. What's interesting about Nikola Tesla, he was born during a lightning storm. Yeah, Didi, he was treated very badly. by J.P. Morgan and Thomas Edison. You got to remember Thomas Edison, Morgan, and Rockefeller. This is what Nikola Tesla learned when he came to New York, when he came to United States. He learned, about these elites, these Rockefellers, Rothschilds, these J.P. Morgans, which is today's Chase Bank. And then you got, of course, Thomas Edison. All of these, elites, wealthy elites. They were also part of a much bigger group that really, in a way, created the Federal Reserve. Let's put it this way. They kind of created the Federal Reserve, in a way. And I think Nikola Tesla saw that, and he saw how greedy these individuals are. All they think about is power, greed, control, material. And that's why he was so depressed, because Nikola Tesla, he knew right away, oh my God, we're in trouble. He says the greatest horrors will not come from another world or another entities. The greatest horrors will be created by a human hand. And it did. The atomic bomb split the atom. Not did we drop just one, but we dropped 2 atomic bombs in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And God knows how many of them we tested. And all the other weapons that we created, hydrogen bombs and all the other shit. And I think that's why so much activity of UFOs were going on in the early 50s and late 50s. It's because of so many nuclear tests that were being tested from both the United States and Russia. And this alerted the UFOs, these aliens, let's call them aliens, right? To come down here because they were concerned. They were concerned, what the hell's going on? Like, are they gonna blow themselves up? Are they gonna wipe themselves out? And so I don't know. I mean, it's then you got the Roswell crash. It all kind of started from there too. So there's a lot of stuff that has been cooked up in the history and hidden in the history, and has been manipulated to such a way where you're never going to know what's true and what's not true. And this is the key thing, to stay a myth. The greatest secret, the best way to keep a secret is to stay a myth and manipulate that myth, where you're never going to find the true answer. Is this true? And then you found out, no, it's not true. Or maybe it's possibly true, but we don't know if it's really true. And you're never going to get to the bottom of the real truth, because the real truth, it's so manipulated by these elites, these bloodlines, and others, religious groups out there like Vaticans and whatnot, that you'll never get to the bottom of what's really true and what's not. And that's what they've been doing, in my opinion. And I think Nikola Tesla knew that. And that's why he was so depressed. It was like, oh my God, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Honestly, I think that's why we're experiencing such a negative energy, such a negative level of energy, man. And you can feel this negative level of energy. It's constantly there. You can constantly feel it. And it's very dangerous. It's a negative energy of fear. And it has a big effect on our organs, on our oxygen, on our energy, well-being, on our temper. It makes us more angrier. It makes us more unstable. And you can see it. You can feel it. everybody's angry, you know. I'm right, you wrong. If you don't believe in what I believe, the hell with you. Like, you feel that constantly. People are always looking for selfishness for themselves, not giving a shit about other people, looking to control and manipulate. There's such negative vibration of energy here, especially here in this country. Let me tell you, I've noticed like the shift of negative energy, especially in this country. You know, it's just pretty bad, man. That's why you see so much negative shit happening. You know, a lot of violence and shootings and killings and rapings and murder and this and that. It's because of that negative vibration, dude. Constantly, it's just, you know, manipulating our energy. Yeah. And this is what I believe in, you know. This is not like some kind of a, it's not a Bible where you have to build, you know, this is what I believe, you know. This is my belief. And this was also belief of Nikola Tesla. And I read a bunch of Tesla books. I have a bunch of Nikola Tesla books. I read about him, his biography, and he talks about this in great lengths, you know. He never worried about like E.T. Like he says, what about some other species they find us? No, he never worried about that. He was worried about humans, us. Because he said, says you will see a great horrors come from a mankind in the future. That's what he said. He said, you will see a great horrors in the future from humankind. And guess what? He was right. And we've seen plenty of it since 1950s all the way till now. War, disease, destruction, drug abuse, killings, murders, starvations, all kinds of crazy shit. You know, and he was right. He was definitely right about that. And that vibration of net. But see, somebody wants this. Who is it? Okay, let's say there's somebody above the elites. This is according to David Icke, right? Let's take his argument that the elites are just puppets to project this negative energy onto us, right? So we can follow the protocol of this negative energy. But who is above these elites that is controlling them and telling them what to do? You know, because these elites, obviously they are part of secret societies and they are praying to these deities, whatever these are, these above them, that they're like you know, worshiping. They're worshiping whatever this is that is telling them what to do. That's the question. What is this other above the pyramid that is that they're worshiping? Somebody asked me about what do I think about the pyramids. Dude, I just felt the electricity, dude. I felt the electricity on this fucking... No kidding, dude. I felt the electricity on this controller, dude. It zapped me. I don't know how, but dude, the fucking thing zapped me, bro. I don't know if you guys saw that. What I was gonna say. That was so weird, dude, that I got zapped. And it's a plastic house. Oh, there's a metal. Oh, there is a metal here. Okay. Uh-oh. There is a metal here. Oh, right here. There's a metal. Metal. I got fucking zapped, dude. Don't worry about the BD. BD's just having a little fun, man. It's called the internet fun. Don't take it literally, Holly. Don't take everything so literally, Holly. It's internet. Tomorrow I'm gonna be a Pinocchio. And the day after tomorrow I'm gonna be a frog. And the day after that day, I'm gonna be a snake. Or maybe a spider. But did you guys notice that? I got zapped, dude. This is weird. I was talking about what's above the elites. What's this, the entity above the elites? And I got fucking zapped. I don't know if you guys saw that. You know, somebody has to go through this live stream and you guys have to put a timestamp. What the fuck, dude? You guys probably didn't see it, didn't, because you were looking at the chat. But I'm sure somebody else gonna notice it. I'm sure Jose is gonna put a timestamp. Jose pays attention to my live stream. That was weird, man. That was weird. That was so weird. Hey, look at this jackass. Look at this, guys. I found the jackass. This is where Steve-O lives. This is where he does his podcast, right here, Jackass. Oh, I burped. Can you believe it? I have burped. Nobody's getting blocked. People are gonna say what they want to say, and they should be able to say it. I don't want to turn into Elon Musk. I don't want to be like Elon Musk. I don't like the censorship, man. It's so nasty. I used to think highly of Elon Musk, and then I'm like, this guy's crazy. And once upon a time, like 2016, 2017, I was like, okay, maybe he'll get us to Mars. Maybe he'll, you know, maybe he'll put us on Mars, you know, be the first guy to put a humankind on, or both male and female on Mars. But I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Right, Deacon, same thing here, man. I'm so disappointed with the guy. And I used to like him, dude. I used to like I used to praise the guy. I used to like, I like this I like this dude. I thought he was like a Tony Stark, you know, like a modern Tony Stark. But then I realized he's like all over the place, you know, some weird shit, you know. I don't know, Steve. We'll find out. You know, I'm kind of like I'm just not so sure about him. You know, something's going on with him, dude. I don't see him going back to Joe Rogan. You know, like what happened? You know, maybe Joe Rogan's afraid to talk about him. He gave it a solid 8. Well, I already rented it. I already put it on the game lock, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put it on the game lock. He's gonna get a strike, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, right? Can Sony penalize his account? I think Sony can do that, right? On the PlayStation, if you're posting stuff you're not supposed to. I don't know, but I'm not sure how that works. But the guy should be careful, you know. I don't want to see your friend, you know, get banned from PlayStation. I hate when people do that stuff, to be honest with you. Like, they want to spoil the shit out of everything, you know. Like, let me find out. Let me, you know, check it out. You know, I just... People who do that kind of stuff, it's like, I don't know, they're like jerks, honestly. I don't know. I don't want to see any spoilers. I just want to... I like going into a video game, honestly, completely blind. Especially with a Harry Potter. You know, I'm glad that I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I'm kind of glad that I don't know anything about Harry Potter, and I'm completely going into it blind. I think it'll be a better experience for me, Cameron. Me not knowing anything about, like, I'm a newbie. I'm a freshman. I don't know nothing about Harry Potter. All I know is what Deacon told me. It's about a wizards, a university of wizards, and this is where you go to become a wizard. You go to the University of Wizards. Oh. So he's not putting any spoilers. Oh, that's fine. All right, so he's not spoiling anything. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I like not knowing it. And it's actually a good feeling. I like that, dude. It's the best feeling. I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I might become a fan of Harry Potter. Maybe I'll like it so much I'm gonna buy every movie. I'm gonna just watch Harry Potter nonstop. I'm gonna become like a Harry Potter fanboy. I know I'm a late bloomer. I'm a late boomer. I'm sorry, late boomer on a Harry Potter. I know it's been out there for many years, but who knows? The video game might turn me into a Harry Potter fanboy. Oh, that's awesome, Cameron. On the Facebook, right? That's cool. Oh, that's like a group page, right? On a Facebook, they have these like group pages you can join, right? Whether it's Sasquatch, UFOs, aliens, Harry Potter, Elden Ring, Flight Simulator, PlayStation VR 2. Like they have these group pages, right? Oh, you got a Harry Potter collection? Wow, $300. Holy shit. That's the most expensive collection ever, dude. How many Harry Potter movies there are? Does anybody know? How many Harry Potters? Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Cameron. So he's not spoiling anything. He's basically just telling people that he likes the game, and he gives it a solid 8 based on what he has experienced so far early on in the game. That's pretty cool. Me and Steven should create a GoldenEye group page on Facebook. I gotta check out GoldenEye on Nintendo Switch. $300. Oh my god. I'm sure you have that, what you call it, that Plex, right? That server, where you should have that, Cameron. I'm pretty sure you probably have it, where you can watch your movies, access your movies from any device, from your hard drive, right? The entire collection of movies that you have. You're like a blockbuster, bro. You're like the last of the blockbusters. You got everything in there. Okay, I'm gonna land over here. I'm gonna land right over here. Here we go. Oh, you cannot put 90 gigs. Oh, that's right. Well, that sucks that they won't let you do it. But I heard there's some other servers, some other service out there that, other services that they have, they will let you put as much as you want, like unlimited stuff. I forgot the name of them, but I heard there's some other services out there that will actually let you do it. I want to go to Antarctica really quick. I want to see what's down there. $70 terabytes. Holy shit, man. You're like a blockbuster. Oh, that's nice. So it's like a remote, using like a remote server, right? So you can access from any device. You can access your library from NVIDIA Shield, Amazon, right? Uh, nice. But you can also watch it on your, well, I don't know why you wouldn't watch it on your cell phone, but I guess if you want to, right, you could actually watch it on your cell phone. Like, let's say if you're like in the toilet and you want to continue watching, I'm just kidding, but like if you want to like continue watching a movie, right, where you left off, you want to go to a toilet, you can actually click right on your phone and just continue from there. I see a lot of people do that, man. I see a lot of people do what you're doing. Download bunch of like shitload of movies, bro, shitload of TV shows, and they all put it on the servers, and then you can access those servers, and you can watch all of these movies and everything. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that, man. I've noticed that. I've seen that. Oh my God, we're going to Antarctica. Antarctica. I'm gonna go right over here. Set as departure. Here we go. Oh yeah, that makes total sense. Because you want to have that lossless, sound, right? Especially on those speakers that you have, so you can have the best possible lossless sound and the best possible bit rate and no delay on the audio, right? Everything synced in, no delay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The year just started. You know, we'll see how it goes. I've been disappointed before, you know, like I told you last year, I like to keep my excitement to a bare minimum, because I've been disappointed with Callisto. I've been disappointed with some other games in the past from last year. So, low expectations. I'm going into this year with a very low expectations, because I don't know. You know, hype, and then you get to that hype and you're like, it didn't get there quite as I expected it to get there. I'm not sure how accurate this is in Antarctica, but let's see. Well, it looks pretty accurate to me.
Comodoro Rivadavia Center, Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407, is type 1 miles southeast of Sierra Alpha Yankee Bravo 1,000.
We're in Antarctica, guys.
Request flight following.
Didn't you tell me today was like minus 17?
Comodoro Rivadavia Center.
In Toronto it was minus 17.
Squawk 1022407.
407 radar contact 1 mile southeast of Sierra Alpha Yankee Bravo 1,100 feet. Altimeter 29.00.
Roger 407.
Minus 20, holy shit. Imagine being here. What is it, minus 80? Good Lord. Back to +1. Jesus. Keep your jacket on. Keep your jacket on. Oh my God. I don't know, man. I couldn't handle that shit, man. I lived in tropics now for far too long. That cold would have killed me, man. I'm telling you. That shit would have killed me. Because my body and my immune system got used to humidity and tropic weather. That shit would have killed me, bro. Easily. That shit would have killed me. That kind of temperature. Well, first of all, the problem with the electric cars is they're too expensive. Like, even if they could fix it up and make it durable, even if they could make the batteries to withstand these temperatures, which I'm sure they could figure that out, but still it would be expensive. The problem with the electric cars is they want us to use electric cars, but they're too expensive. People cannot afford electric cars. That's what I don't understand about, like, Elon Musk. Like, dude, he wants everybody to drive electric car, but people cannot buy 120,000, 130,000 electric car. We can't afford that, man. And then you got to look for a charging station, right? It's not like they have charging stations everywhere. You got to travel miles and miles till you get to a charging station. I like the old school, man. I don't even like the power, the power window up and down. I like to use the old-fashioned way where you roll down the window. I like the old school shit, man. Give me the old school shit. I'm all about the old school shit. Give me that old school shit, man. That's what I want. Oh my God. Look at this, man. Antarctica. Middle of nowhere. There's gotta be aliens living here. Come on, man. Has to be. It has to be. Anything that has ethanol will not freeze. I didn't know that. Thank you for that, Holly. Professor Holly. That's interesting. Oh, this is crazy. I would have broke my dude. I would have probably broke my windshield. I would have cracked that so hard. Most likely, I would have broke my windshield. I've seen it happen, dude. I've seen people crack their windshield because the ice was so frozen, so thick that they didn't realize that they broke their windshield. Dude, there's absolutely nothing here. It's like an alien world, dude. What the hell is this? What the fuck is that? What the? Is that a UFO? Spaceship? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the? The fuck? The fuck? The fuck is this? The fuck is this shit? Some weird shit going on here. I'm gonna land on this thing. See what the hell it is. Yeah, it looks like it. There's a big giant cock of a spaceship right above me. And it's casting a shadow. It's telling me to back up. Don't come here. You're not supposed to come here. But get the fuck out of here. Oh, that was strange. What the hell is this? Look at this. Oh, that was just my shadow. Oh, fuck. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was weird. Jeez. I thought I saw something, but that was my shadow. Good Lord.
Comodoro Rivadavia Center, Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407, is Type 1 4 miles south of Sierra Alpha Yankee Bravo, 3,800 feet. Request flight following.
Bravo Echo Lima Lima 407 Comodoro Rivadavia Center. Squawk 422
Squawk 422 tree 407.
407 radar contact 14 miles south of Sierra Alpha Yankee Bravo, 3,000 feet. Altimeter 29.01.
Roger 407.
Yeah, do not go to Antarctica. Some weird shit going on here. You gotta back up. I'm gonna land my helicopter right over here. That was weird, man. There was like some kind of a shape right above me, but you cannot see it what it is, like in the sky, but you can see the shadow, and it stretches for like miles and miles. That shit was weird. And now it's not there anymore. Do not go to Antarctica. I think that's why we never went there, to the center of Antarctica, man. Some weird shit going on. I think we have some bases around Antarctica on the coasts, but I don't think we would ever go to the center of it, dude. That's, I don't know. Do we have bases in the center of Antarctica? Holy fuck, do we? The C5 and the C17. I think this spring or summer, according to Dominic, he said possibly this spring or this summer. That's what he said. Exactly, Cameron. That's all that matters. As long as the Old Faithful gets you where you need to go, from point A to point B to point C to point D, through the entire alphabet, and then back and forth. That's all that matters, man. It's just the transportation, you know. I've seen people today, you know, constantly bragging about their new wheels, their new Hondas Accords, you know, Sport, their new trucks, their new Raptor trucks, their new, you know, Ford Mustangs and new Dodge Chargers and new Nissans and new Cadillac Escalades and new Lincoln Navigators and all this other jazz. At the end of the day, man, it's just the transportation to get you from point A to point B. And that's all that matters, you know. Now, granted, there's, again, like I said, different strokes for different folks. Everybody's different, you know. Some people love having nice rides, you know. Some people enjoy driving a nice ride. And, you know, if you have money, yeah, why not? Go for it. Sure. I mean, if you like living pretty good and you got money's not an issue. Yeah, why not treat yourself with a nice set of wheels? But I see people lease the cars. I see people purchase the cars on credit, and then they end up paying in interest rates. The car was $30,000 when they bought it, and now by the time they pay it off in interest rates, it's like $40,000. And by the time they pay it off, the car is not going to be worth a shit. It's going to lose its value because it's going to get rusty and old, right? So it's a bank's car, you know. At least that's your car. That's your car. You have a title on it. It is your car. You can do whatever you want to do with that Old Faithful. It is your car. It belongs to you. You can sleep in it. You can travel in it. It is yours. But I have these, you know, friends of mine, you know, they're like, ooh, guess what? I have a brand new BMW. What do you got to say about that? I got the M6. I said, no, you don't. And it says, what do you mean? It's a bank's car. If you miss a payment, if you miss 3 payments on that BMW, that M6, guess what, cousin? they're gonna repo that car. You're not gonna see it when you wake up the next morning. They're gonna repo that shit. It's a bank's car. It's not your car. I see a lot of people, you know, with Teslas. They're paying credit for Tesla and all this shit. You know, it's like $100,000 car, the most unsafe car. Do some research on that, guys. The Tesla is the most unsafe car out there, bro. The most unsafe car. It's like made out of plastic, bro. And they're all driving bank's car. It's not your car, it's a bank's car, you know? Yeah, plus the insurance, that's right. Plus the insurance on top of that. It's like, it's not worth it, man. Come on. You know? And I mean, I have a Honda Civic and Mazda. But guess what? I paid it off. They're mine. Both cars are mine. I have a title on it. They're mine. I can do whatever I want to do with those two cars. I can take a shit in it. I can take a piss in it. I can do whatever. I can sleep in it. Whatever. It's mine. You know. People are bragging about, you know, their cars, and you know, I have a Lexus. I said, no, a bank has a Lexus. It's not yours. That Lexus is not yours. That Lexus is it's a bank's car. It's not your car. So technically you're just leasing. You're loaning that Lexus. If you miss a payment, you fucked, bro. And then you see those guys with Lamborghinis, you know, those guys with Lambos. You're leasing the fucking Lambo, paying arm and leg, dude. Just so you can, you know, stroke your little pee-pee. Just, I don't know, to show everybody how small your little pee-pee is. And you driving a bank's car. It's some people are pathetic, dude. Beyond pathetic, bro. Beyond pathetic, you know. It's not your car, it's a bank's car, you know. But even if you could, okay, let's say you could buy it and you can afford to buy a Lamborghini. Who gives a shit if you have a Lamborghini? Where are you gonna drive that car with this traffic? You know, bumper to bumper traffic. What are you gonna do? Can you fly? You can't fly with that Lamborghini. You know, we're gonna drive it fast. Bumper to bumper traffic. All 7 lanes on a highway, on a freeway. It's bumper to bumper. Where are you gonna drive that Lamborghini? You know what I mean? Dude, same thing with my father was alive, Cameron. Same thing with my father. My father was the same way. He told me, drive that Honda Civic till you can't drive it no more. And then I bought a Mazda, and he says, drive that Mazda till you cannot drive it anymore. And he was right. May he rest in peace. He was right. Same way, dude. I'm the same way, bro. Same way. And Toyota Camrys are good, man. Toyotas are good, bro. Toyota Camrys, Toyota Corollas are pretty good. Hondas are good as well. Hondas are good. Civics are good. Accords, Honda Accords are good. Mazda, I had nothing but issues, bro, with Mazda. I had problems with Mazda. Let me tell you. I wouldn't say Mazdas are okay, but Mazdas have problems, dude. Constantly there's issues with Mazda, dude. Alignments are always fucked up, and the brake pads are constantly, you know, needs to be replaced. I'm sorry. With Honda Civic, dude, barely any issues, bro. Barely any issues. That's why I prefer Honda, like Honda Civics, you know. But besides the point, it's just the transportation. It gets you from point A to point B, and that's it, man. You know, that's all it is. You know, who cares about the cars? Well, if you're a young stud and you're in your 20s and, you know, straight out of college, then yeah, you want to impress chicks, you want to impress, you know, you want to impress hot chicks, and you want to pick them up, you know. So you want to buy a Ford Mustang convertible, right? And all that, you know. I mean, I get that. I understand that. When you're younger, you know, you want to impress and all that shit. But if you're an old geezer, man, who gives a fuck, man? You know. I agree. It's just the transportation. All right. Well, it's been 3 hours. I didn't think I was gonna test the. It felt like a podcast, though. It really did. Felt like a 3 hour podcast flying a helicopter. We had a good time, as always, man. Good conversations, always interesting conversations. I gotta get you guys on the Discord, man. I gotta get you guys on the Discord so we can talk. You know. Somebody was asking me about a podcast. I don't know. I mean, there will be a podcast sometime in the future, but I don't know when. But it will happen. It will happen. You know, I just gotta figure that out. You know, I gotta, you know, gotta call everybody. I gotta make sure everybody can show up, and you know. But it'll happen. It'll happen. I just have to arrange it. I got to make sure that everybody can show up and all that, but it'll definitely happen for sure. Thank you, Cameron, for being here. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Deacon. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Holly. Man, we got so many people. Steven, of course, Steve-O. Everybody came in. Yeah. And there were some other people. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention everybody, but thanks for everyone for showing up, man. Yeah. Thank you, Cameron. Yes, I will be getting a PlayStation VR 2 when it comes out on February 22nd, and I will do so many videos on it, so many live streams on it, and I might even turn into like a PlayStation VR 2 fanboy, which most likely I will turn into it. You know, it's gonna happen. So. But that's a good problem to have. Someone said to me the other day, becoming a PlayStation VR 2 fanboy, it's a good problem to have. And look, I'm not the only one that's excited. Before I leave, a lot of people are excited about PlayStation VR 2. And PlayStation VR 2, it's something that I hope I can convince a lot of you to try it out, man. Like to buy it and try it, and if you don't like it, return it, you know, whatever. You got 15 days, honestly, you know. But at least to convince you to try it, you know. I think that's my goal, to convince people to try it. People say, but why you wanna, you know, convince people to buy it? Because I want PlayStation VR 2 to be successful, because it's such a great technology, and technology that it has built inside, man. There's endless of possibilities that will be achieved, endless of possibilities for the developers to utilize. Imagine playing Spider-Man in PlayStation VR 2, feeling that, you know, haptic feedback as you're swinging from one building to another. Imagine playing as a Wolverine in VR. Imagine playing as Kratos in VR. There's endless of possibilities, man, and I really want people to at least give it a try. Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited. I'm not hiding it. I'm like super pumped. Like I can't remember last time I was this pumped, dude. Like super pumped. Yeah. As pumped as I was for PlayStation 5, I'm pumped for PlayStation VR 2, bro. Big time. I think you would need. Well, that's a good question, dude. Well, we'll listen. We'll try it. You know what? We sure as hell will try it, Cameron. We will definitely try it. We will experiment. That's the thing. I like to experiment, so I'll definitely experiment on that. But I think we both will need to have a VR headset, obviously, in order for that to work. You will need to have a VR headset, and I would need to have a VR headset, and then I can share. Of course, I can share that game to you, and then you can share it to me. But we'll see. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe I know it's gonna be tough because of a lot of latency. Because you got to remember, Cameron, for the internet and the servers to render, I would have to have some super high-end internet for that. I know you do, but I would have a trouble probably sending that signal to you because of my so-so internet, because it would take a lot of bandwidth to render all of that. Yeah. But hey, I think it's plausible. I think PlayStation has good servers. I think they can make it happen. Oculus Quest is doing it actually. Remote, Oculus Quest can do a remote from desktop. So, this is not far-fetched actually. The PlayStation VR game share could be a possibility. Seriously. Because you just reminded me of Oculus Quest. Because Oculus Quest, actually, you can do this. Like right now, I can put on my Oculus Quest and I can hook up to my other PC. Like with no problems. So I can easily see this being a possibility. I can easily see it being a possibility, Cameron. 100%. And that would be great. Like, you want to showcase to me this VR game that's available on PlayStation VR 2, and you want to show it to me before I buy it, and I go check it out. Or I share a certain VR game that I found that I want you to try, and then I can share it to you, and we can share it back and forth, man. Yeah. This is going to be awesome, dude. This is going to be super exciting. How cool is this, bro? Bro, we can even do a pod. No, check this out. Look how cool this is. Guys, if all of us buy PlayStation VR 2 headset, we can do a podcast through Discord via PlayStation VR 2 headset. We could be sitting in a big screen VR. No. Listen to this. No joke. We could be sitting in a big screen VR or in some kind of a room together, and we can create our own avatar, and we could be talking and looking at each other, and having like a podcast in VR. Holy shit, bro! Oh, really? Nice. I gotta check it out. Discord and variable refresh rate. Yes. No. There's gonna be third party guys, third party is gonna jump on PlayStation VR 2, and they're gonna create these like social experiments where you can have like a party VR chat. Party VR chat. You create your avatar, I create my avatar, and we're sitting around a table. It could be a Elden Ring table or whatever table, you know. Yeah, dude. See the endless possibilities. This is why I'm excited, bro. There's gonna be endless possibilities with the PlayStation VR 2. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna happen, Cameron. 100%. I guarantee you, there's gonna be a Ragnarok VR. Resident Evil Village is already. That's my third game I want to try. Resident Evil Village will be tested 100%, dude. Fucking amazing, dude. The Resident Evil Village is gonna be holy shit, man. Holy shit. Dude, I'm getting fucking excited just thinking about the Resident Evil Village. VR dating, dude, you name it, man. Cameron, Steven, Deacon, Holly, endless of possibilities. Endless. There won't be any limits. It's gonna be crazy, dude. Cameron will be able to use his camera inside the PlayStation VR 2, and I'll be able to see it in through his eyes, what he's seeing pass through. Like he can show me like around his house, or he can show me around his place or whatever, or around the town he's in, and I can see it through his eyes. But he has to wear the VR headset. Like he'll be able to do that, and I'll see exactly what he's seeing in his room, dude. No, for real. Like I'll be able to see what he's seeing, and he'll be able to see what I'm seeing. Like I can show him my room, and we can go through like a tour of each house, of each of our houses. It's gonna be crazy, dude. This is just the beginning for PlayStation VR 2. This is just, dude, we're not even scratching the surface of possibilities. This is just the beginning. This is what I'm trying to tell people. That's why I'm so hyped. That's why I'm so super pumped and excited for PlayStation VR 2. Hey, Cameron. Everyone, hey, each stroke for each folk. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I'm not here to judge. Different strokes for different folks. You know, everybody's into something different. You know. We are on the Florida beach. Yeah, I can show you this. The sunrise. It's gonna be crazy though. PlayStation VR is gonna be crazy, dude. PlayStation VR 2. I think about it, bro. 110 degree field of view. I mean, that's like IMAX. That's like being inside that world. And the depth of that virtual reality is going to be insane, with that 4K resolution and high dynamic range, and that brand new OLED screen with 110 degree field of view. It's going to feel like an IMAX, dude. Like it's going to be fucking insane. Imagine we're sitting in a big screen VR, right? And we're watching a big IMAX Top Gun Maverick movie together. Like we're sitting in a big screen VR and we're watching Top Gun Maverick together. Fucking crazy, dude. It's gonna be crazy. Nah, you cannot. You cannot, Steven. You have to have a PlayStation 5. That's the only downside to some people. They're complaining. Oh, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. Well, you gotta have a PlayStation 5. You know, that's the way. You know, Yeah. But the trick is it's lighter. It's not heavier, it's lighter. And you don't have to purchase a physical media PlayStation 5. I tell people, you can purchase there's nothing, listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a PS5 digital. There's absolutely nothing wrong with PS5 digital. I have PS5 digital. Guys, it works just fine. You put on that NVMe 2 terabyte SSD and you're good to go. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a $400 PS5. It's the same horsepower, same GPU, same CPU. It's the same thing. The only thing that's missing is a physical media. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with the PS5 digital. So buy a PS5 digital for $400 and then buy PlayStation 5. So $900 right there. You get PS5 digital and a PlayStation VR 2 for $900 or 900 euros, you know. There you go. And I did nothing wrong with digital. You know what's funny, Cameron? I can't even find it, bro. The weirdest thing ever. I was looking for it so I can do a comparison. I was looking for it so I can do maybe Gran Turismo Sport, a live stream for you guys. I can't find it, dude. I looked everywhere. I looked in my balcony. I looked in my basement. I looked through all my boxes. I can't find it. The weirdest thing ever, dude. I can't remember. I can't remember what I did with it. That's fucking weird, dude. And, you know, it's not a small thing. It's a big thing, you know. A lot of cables, a lot of stuff, you know. PlayStation VR 1 is pretty big. That thing is bulky. It's got a lot of stuff. A lot of cables, man. Oh, that's good. I think it's time. Listen, man. I think people need to get rid of their PS4. You can go to the PlayStation store and purchase a PS5 right now. The PlayStation 5, it's available. You shouldn't have a problem getting a PS5. Seriously. Guys, it's available. You can get it now. You can pre-order it from PlayStation Store. Actually, you can pre-order it right now. You can order it right now. It's available. You can get a digital or physical media version. I do it. Sell your PlayStation 4, trade it in or whatever, sell it. Go to GameStop and sell it, trade it. Get yourself a PS5, man. There is no reason for you to play that old junk. It was a great console. PS4 was great. It was a great console, but it's coming to an end. You know, it is what it is. I'm just simply saying, now it's time. Now it's time. Sony's right. Now it's time to. It's 2023. It's time to upgrade, man. It's already out, Steven. It's available. You can go check it out. You can buy it right now. You just gotta place an order. That's it. You can order it right now. You can go to PlayStation. For you, it's gonna be Europe, EU, which is European Union. Go to the European PlayStation Store. Here in North America, they have it, but I'm pretty sure they'll have it on the European market. It's available, man. You can buy it right now. Yeah, I know Unbox Therapy, Lou. I know Lou. He's from Canada. He's from your place, Toronto, right? Yeah, I know Lou. I mean, I watched it. I don't know him personally, but I watched his channel. Millions of times. That guy has shitload of views, bro. Millions of views. Yeah, he's great, man. I like the guy. Yeah, Steve, you should buy a PS5, bro. I'm telling you, man. Trust me, bro. It's worth it. Oh, PS5 Pro. Cool. Cool beans.
Here's the deal with
Commercials, commercials.
PS5 Pro? Damn, well, I just got my hands on the other PS5. That's what it's gonna say.
They're finally available.
That's what it's gonna say over there in the chat. Is I just got I was waiting forever to get this. Now you gotta pro me up. You gotta hit me with the Pro, launching April 2023. That's not even. Are you nuts? Are you serious?
This is crazy, though.
Are you serious with this date?
Well, this is just speculation.
Well, I know it's speculation, but it's having an "Are you serious?"
And nice
reaction
renders.
from me.
Yeah.
With liquid cooling, the PS5 has been available for just over 2 years, which is also kind of
crazy.
wild because people are still having trouble getting their hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sony is currently getting ready. You guys are crazy. Let me just tell you, people here are crazy about PlayStation 5 stuff.
This is insane. People barely, dude. People just finally got their feet wet. They just got their feet wet to purchase a PS5, and they're talking about PS5 Pro. Oh my God, that's crazy, dude. Oh God, that is insane. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's crazy. That is insane. All right, guys, I gotta get going. It's been a pleasure, as always. We'll continue this. We'll continue this today. Later on, I might try out Discord on the PS5 today. Get you guys on the Discord, and we'll talk about PS5 as I play Forspoken. Man, I gotta finish. I gotta continue Forspoken today. I gotta play some Forspoken, and we can talk about this. Listen, man, Sony's just shifting gears, bro. They're like, holy shit, bro. Fuck. PS5 Pro already? Holy shit. Holy shit. I know it's a speculation. They're just speculating, but dude, remember when they were speculating about PlayStation VR 2 coming in holidays of 2023, and then they surprised us and they released it in February this month. They're gonna release it in February, right? So I don't know. Sony is on a roll, dude. It's on a roll. They have no intention of stopping or slowing down. While the Microsoft Xbox is just fading away. It's just fading away in the abyss. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Love you all. I'll see you today on the Discord, PlayStation 5 Forspoken. It's gonna be around 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, noon, maybe even earlier. And I'll see you guys today. Thank you for being here, and we'll continue this later on today. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Deacon. Thank you, everybody. Love you all. Be good. Cheers. I'll see you today.